schematic game degrees, there's a thing on the freeze, yeah. Kills me when the thing takes me to the brink, that's my expertise, yeah. Got a feeling.
This way, like you're gonna be spending a lot of time with that person. Like if it's somebody that you're gonna bring on the road, for example, we're talking hours, tens of hours, like hundreds of hours on the road in an uncomfortable environment,
Exactly.
in an old beat up van.
Yeah. The stressors with the stressors. Yeah.
Exactly. With terrible food, and then you have to play a show, and I don't know, you kind of never know what you'll find at the venue. when you get there. Even though maybe you have advancing, and the people are awesome, the crew are awesome, but surprises happen, things happen. So like that, and you want that person to be somebody that you get along with, somebody that, I mean, let's be honest, you're gonna sleep with that person in the same bed, like, because we gotta save on costs, right? It's gonna be, so you need to know what type of person you're bringing on the road, and like if they're gonna be okay. And the same goes like for somebody you're gonna work with on a music video. We're talking long shoots, right? We're talking 14, 15, 16, sometimes like the first Have You shoot was from 8 or 9 a.m. till 1 or 2 p.m. the next day. So we're talking more than 24 hours. We're talking, I don't know how many hours. I can't count right now. But like, a lot of hours, right? 30 hours, whatever it was. So we're talking about kind of, if basically, and I know this is a terrible pitch, by the way, if you want to get somebody to work with you. So here, and this is how we operate, right? We tell it to everybody straight. Look, this is not going to be a picnic. This is not going to be a walk in the park. We're gonna be around each other in kind of the worst possible situations you can. Underslept, like hungry, like, I don't know,
tired, exactly.
Pissed off. Because
it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. You gotta find people with the emotional maturity to be able to handle that stuff, and that really is what it comes down to. Everybody's different. We all have our personalities and quirks. But there's got to be emotional maturity, because it's like, okay, you are upset, you are pissed off, maybe you're irritated with somebody, but how do you handle that? Because you could be a time bomb and it can blow up for everybody. But if everyone is chilled out, cool, okay, we're going to work under these conditions, those are the people that you want around you.
Honestly, if they're too chilled, that's kind of a red flag too. Like, wait a minute. Like, wait a minute.
Right.
We've been trying to get this shot for 3 hours, and you're not even a little bit pissed about it?
Oh, it'll work out in the end.
No, that's not a good sign.
We'll fix it in post. It's all right.
No. Oh gosh. But like even in working with bands, like I'm curious about your experience just a little bit. We're gonna geek out a little bit here, but like even in working with bands, my experience has been like always talking to them up front, like, look, I see that you all have different personalities. It's not gonna be a picnic. It's not gonna be a walk in the park. We're gonna spend a lot of hours together trying to get this record together. We're gonna fight. We're gonna be tired. It's gonna be like a whole thing. The important thing is that we don't give up, right? We don't leave. If we have an issue, we talk it out. We scream at each other if need be, right? Especially us, right? We're Latin-blooded people, right? We're hot-headed. We get like excited.
Boom, fast.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So like, and I don't want to sound judgy, but like I think you might have some Italian as well, judging by your name.
Well, my roots are in Spain originally, but come through Mexico and all of that. But the Latin blood, definitely.
So you know what I'm talking
about. Yeah, and it's something that I personally have to work on too, because I want to go into any situation not thinking that I want to change them. I have to come with the attitude of I'm the one who has to work on whatever it is that I'm dealing with, whoever I'm working with, because I've had issues where I've had 8-hour days with somebody, and then we're all like, yeah, this sounds great. Next day, I think I want to do that whole vocal part over your lead vocal. You want to do, I just don't. I don't really like the way that I sang it. And it's like, I'm thinking of all the hours that we spent
Yep.
working on this. But you gotta
do it
you gotta
sometimes
do
though.
it. You gotta do it. And then, you sit down, but then you go like, okay, I gotta find out why, because I don't want to
Yes.
spend another 8 hours
Yeah.
doing this. It's like, okay, well, let's talk about this. What is it about it that you didn't like? And then,
Exactly.
but you got to keep your emotions in check with
Yes.
it, and try to work it through. And yeah, those things happen. There's not a lot you could do about it, but yeah.
I wonder like wonder if people like realize, I don't know if you're like the same way I am, but like
Mm,
one as a producer, like I'm very accustomed to rejection because like I'm always spitballing,
mm,
like I'm always throwing out ideas. I might
yeah,
spend hours on an idea or like
yeah,
I don't know, a synth part or a certain arrangement, and then I'm like spend a lot of time on it, and then I'm like, huh? And they're like, no. Like I've had songs, entire songs where the band, like the artist is like,
yeah,
yeah, that's not us. And I'm like, okay, it's all good. It's all good. We'll redo it. We'll do something else. It's all good.
yep.
Um,
Well,
like,
here's one thing. Tell me if you've experienced this. Is that okay? If you've been doing this long enough, you
mm-hmm,
you have your methods. You have experienced enough mistakes that you have gone past the point of, like, you can recognize pretty quickly when something's working and not working. And
yes,
sometimes can work with an artist who doesn't have a lot of experience. And for me, I'm fast. Like when I'm producing, when I'm working on, it's like that works, that doesn't work, that works, that doesn't work. Nope, yep. But
because it's
then,
decisions, right? You gotta
yeah,
be fast
you've
with your
got,
decisions.
and
Yeah,
because you've done this in 20 other recordings that didn't work before, and
yeah,
so you bring with it this wealth of experience that already what works and doesn't work, but the artist is not there yet because they don't have that experience.
yeah,
So sometimes you might come off as being like shooting their ideas down because they come in and, why don't we try to do it this way, and then, okay, I know that doesn't work, it's not going to work, if we do this.
yeah,
And all you're trying to do is expedite, get it done, get
yeah.
get this recording happening, and they can kind of feel like, oh, I'm not getting enough of my say into my own product. That's
Yeah,
happened
but
sometimes.
I know exactly what you mean,
Yeah.
and I've had sessions where I'm just like I'm going, and it's like I'm on, I don't know what, I don't know what, I don't want to say it, I don't want to get your
Yeah.
channel demonetized, but you know what
Yeah.
I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like I'm there, and
Yeah.
in my head, like for every little decision, like I'm thinking about the ramifications, I'm
Yeah.
visualizing everything, and
Yeah.
I'm trying to
Yeah.
quickly go through it, and like the artist, and I know I've done that
Yeah.
for too long,
Hmm.
when I realized that the artist hasn't said anything in 30 minutes, and this is not cool.
Yeah.
This is not
Exactly.
cool because
Exactly.
they're struggling to kind of following along.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think that that's not
Yeah.
an issue with the artist, it's an issue with me, with my
Hmm.
communication, because like
Yeah. Right.
I'm what I try to do, I'm not always the best at it, because like sometimes you get in the zone, right?
Yeah.
um
Exactly.
is communicate. Okay,
Yeah.
you want to try that idea, let's try
Yeah.
it. I personally don't think it might not work because this and that. We
Yeah.
try it.
Yeah.
Or sometimes I don't even like say, okay, it's not gonna work. I say, okay,
Yeah.
let's try it, let's follow your thought process, let's see where
Yeah.
you're going with this.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I tell them, okay, this is, personally I don't think this works because
Yeah.
X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
But like
Yes. Yeah. Sometimes.
explaining, talking,
Yeah.
communication, it's that.
But sometimes, like, let's say that you're you're doing something, you've already laid your audio tracks down, and they're like, yeah, they've laid that, all audio stuff, and they're
Yeah.
like, you know what? It should be a little slower or a little faster. Why didn't you tell me when all we had was MIDI down? Because then that would have been, but it's like, can we just do, let's just knock it
Yes.
back a few clicks and stuff. And they're like, okay.
Yes.
Or a major edit to the whole song. It's like, so that's real work that you've got to do as an engineer. And
Yes.
and and it's like, you want to satisfy what they're saying, but you're like, okay, I already know that doesn't work, but I'm
But you
gonna.
gotta do it.
But then you got to do it. You got to do it because they have to buy off on it. They have to
Yes.
realize why it maybe doesn't work. And there's also another possibility that maybe what they're saying does work. Maybe I could be
Or it's a
missing
springboard
something,
for an idea that you didn't think
something
of.
else. Exactly. So
Uh,
you can't shut the
yeah,
door. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I know exactly what you mean. I've like even with my band, like with Juntun's Black, like when we're in a session and I hear, and I'm like I'm there, and I hear, what if we bring in, what if instead of going to the verse that we already did,
Yeah.
we bring in the chorus again in between, or we bring in another
Yeah.
part, or let's just add 2 more bars, or
Yeah.
yeah, let's change the tempo there.
Yeah.
It's like a dagger through my heart, Jeff.
Exactly. Exactly.
Because like
It's
I
like,
work in Cubase and it's not the best with that stuff.
it's
It's not the
not
best with that.
easy. I know.
Reaper is actually a lot better with that stuff,
Yeah.
surprisingly. Although Reaper doesn't have the functionality, doesn't have a proper functionality to add in bars, like in the middle of a song, for example. Um, but like, and I'm not gonna, I'm gonna admit, I'm not too proud of it myself. There have been times where I have become visibly agitated.
Yeah, exactly. I'm guilty of that. I'm guilty of that too. I'm like, are you
But
crazy? You want me to do what? It's like,
exactly,
oh
but like,
God. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but like you have to do it, and like
Mhm.
I'm trying to be better about that as well, and
Yeah.
being like, okay,
Yeah.
I still need to stop doing the audible sigh where my soul leaves my body. I'm like, sure, let's do it. And then I'm it's like,
oh my God. Yeah.
I'm like super chipper, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
pissy about it, but
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I
yeah.
still do the sigh. I
Yeah.
still
Yeah. Yeah. It's like
Okay.
okay, you wanna change the tempo. We've just finished laying in your beautiful lead vocals.
Yes.
How many beats per minute are we talking about? 1? 2?
Oh, because then you're gonna have
The
warping, right?
artifacts. Because the
If you
artifacts,
if you didn't track it at the 96, you're
yeah,
gonna have artifacts.
yeah. So it's like, how? Because if you're talking 1 or 2, I think we're okay. But if you're saying 10, if you want to slow this down or speed it up by 10 beats per minute, then let's get the mic set up again, because it's like you can't use the audio.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
So
Yep.
but those are things that people don't realize because they're not engineers. They don't realize. They think it's just like, oh yeah, it's just fine. Just, change the tempo right there. And it's like,
And it's not their job. It's not the artist's job to know
exactly.
that, honestly.
Right.
It's
Right.
our job to deal
Yeah.
with it and
Yeah.
make them happy.
Yeah.
We're in the service industry. Like I've heard this thing. Like I'm a huge fan of like I'm a part of Nail the Mix
Mhm.
and URM Academy. I've listened to like, I don't know, 300 podcast episodes with like all the producers in heavy music.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things, like a lot of them say, look, we're in the service industry. We're here to make the artists happy. We're here to bring their vision to life. So
Yeah.
you just got to do it.
You got to do it.
And even in the case of your own band, like you got to do it. Like if my lovely, lovely, lovely bandmates have certain ideas where I disagree, like, we have to try it.
You got to try it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely trying to get better at that. And like you said, without the the sigh of you leaving your black, what did you say?
Exactly.
That's great. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah. How did you guys come up with the name June Turns Black?
Oh, after all that fun time to bring the mood down. So Rach and I came up with a name because, well, in the month of June, Rach historically has had deaths in like the family,
No kidding.
or friends, or very, very close people close to her, and it
Wow.
kind of tended to happen in the month of June.
Wow.
Yeah. So it was something that it's a very, very personal name.
Yeah.
Like people make fun of it because it's like, oh, it's generic metalcore name because it's like with a month and with a verb, and
I
then
hear you. I hear you. Yeah.
yeah, like Texas in July or August burns red or things like that. But it was
Wow.
actually something that came from a very, very personal place, and we wanted to turn basically that negativity into a positive thing, right? To bring
Yeah.
um, relief and joy to people, instead of bringing more negativity into it.
Right.
So that was kind of
Wow.
the idea, yeah.
Wow, that's
It,
heavy. That really,
yeah,
I mean, that having that knowledge about it makes me think of things in a whole nother way. I mean,
I know, right?
it really is a, a very impactful name. Um, yeah, it's funny. When I did the first reaction of you
Hmm.
guys, I actually called you guys June Turns Back, and
June turns back. All right.
yeah, if
Because
you
Backstreet's back, right?
yeah, Backstreet Back, and if you look at my first reaction, my mouth says back, but you hear black because I did a VO over it
Go
because
get out.
I swear to you, I swear
Get
to you,
out.
if you go back, you'll see me go. I'm saying back,
That's
but I had to. I screwed up and I finished the video, and I'm like, wait a minute, that's not the name of the band. So I went back instead of redoing the whole thing. I just VO'd the word black in there, so you could. It's pretty good integration. You can't tell, but you should check it out sometime.
I need to rewatch that video
Yeah,
now because like I need to see it with
yeah,
my own eyes.
yeah.
That's
Check it out.
brilliant though. Cheers, Chip. Like thank you for fixing it.
Yeah,
It's we've had like it's fine. I mean, people you can imagine, especially in a country that is not people who are not native speakers of English or who
right.
don't speak it fluently. Um, in here, like over here, we've had our name messed up. Or
Yeah,
there's the classic: you say the name of the band, you say it clearly, and
yeah.
they're like, "Huh? What you say?"
I still don't get it. That's like
Yeah,
system of a down. It's like, what is that? What is it? You don't know. Wait, that doesn't. I don't know that phrase. What does that mean?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
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 but so it's fine. Yeah,
yeah.
but that's the name. Yeah.
So you guys have done like tours. I mean, have you gone outside of Romania doing any shows, or is it pretty much all within
We've just
local?
had our first show outside of Romania. It's close. It's pretty close. It's the um, we had a show in Sofia in Bulgaria. So like, shout out to our
Oh,
Bulgarian bros.
oh.
Um, we actually met some very nice people and some very nice bands who then came like a few weeks later came to play here in Bucharest. So like
Mm.
we hung out and it was very cool.
Uh,
Um, and so that was our first show outside, sort of a test run, right?
yeah, yeah.
Um, but we've mostly done national shows. We played Rockshot Extreme Fest, which is like a
Mm.
huge festival here
Oh,
in Romania. It's basically kind of the biggest or one of the biggest festivals in Eastern Europe. Um,
is
so
it
that was
metal? A metal type of
yeah, yeah,
thing? Okay.
yeah, but it has a very diverse lineup. Like you get from like the heaviest, darkest, blackest,
Yeah,
deathiest bands
yeah.
to like metalcore and even synthwave. Like
Oh,
it's very cool. Yes,
mm.
I think so. Like last year when we played, the headliner in one of the days was Pendulum,
Oh,
which I was crying during that show. It's like, oh
oh
my
my
god, we're seeing
God.
Pendulum. Ah! Like there's even a video of me. I think Rach has on her her Facebook profile, where
That's
it's me. It's
good.
like, oh my god.
That's great.
Um,
That's great.
yeah, but
Mm.
it's an amazing festival. It's huge, and like the
Mm.
team is super small and dedicated,
Yeah,
who make it happen. But yes, we do want to play more
yeah,
outside of the country. We're
yeah.
hoping to hit up Central Europe or Western Europe
Mm.
or a little bit. But we're still figuring out the logistics. We have our own
Yeah,
van. Problem is, it's an
yeah,
old beat up Ford van, so it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
it's I think on record, I need to say that we love our band and it has never failed us.
Yeah. You don't want to jinx it. Don't jinx it.
There you go. It's a lovely van.
Yeah,
We love
yeah.
it very
It's
much. And
reliable, extremely
it's very
reliable.
um, but that's kind of the plan, and kind of we're trying through social media to kind of grow outside of the country to kind of see where a demand can sort of form and sort of take it from there. Otherwise, we'll just like get our butts in the van and then just go and see where we can play.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the plan. So it's not like we're not trying to just be like a local band, which is like one of the reasons why we wanted to work with content creators such as yourself, where you can spread the word sort of outside of what we can achieve locally, because
Right.
as I'm sure you know as well, you know,
Yeah.
working with these platforms, with the social media platforms and YouTube, region is kind of the first thing that the algorithm,
Yeah.
I said its name, I have invoked the algorithm, that it takes into account and shows your stuff
to that area.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is fine,
Yeah.
but like we're already promoting stuff locally because we're playing shows, we're going to shows, people know us here, we've been on national radio, it's fine. But like, if you want to get out there, it's like 5%. We showed it to 5% of people in Hungary. Okay, cheers, thank you.
Because you're looking at the analytics, you can tell. You can tell what's going on through the analytics.
Exactly.
Yeah, you know, but I think you guys are doing it right. I mean, I don't know how a band could actually gain popularity unless they have videos. Isn't that like now you got to have a visual part of what you do, because, you know, music on Spotify, I mean, it's just a sea of bands. How do you stand out? You have to stand out somehow, and I think the videos that's the key to be able to get that recognition that you guys need.
Well, the way we're trying is to kind of do everything.
Yeah.
Again, not necessarily the healthiest option, but the idea is like we do want to have music videos, and it's not just. So let me preface this by saying that it's not the main driver is not that we want to stand out, differentiate ourselves. It's like we want to do this because we want to do this because we love doing it, right? We want to do the music videos because we love to express ourselves visually. Again, with Rach and Caesar especially, they're the most visual people in the band. And Rach especially, like they just love to express themselves that way creatively.
Naturally, they do that. It's
so it was gonna be a big thing for us starting day one. Like we knew it was a big thing. Right, we do the music videos, we do the music itself, but then also through social media. Like initially, you know, I'm a bit old school. I was like, I remember.
Yeah, back in my day.
Back in my day, you had Facebook, and it would actually show your stuff to people, and it was you didn't need to actually, you know, content farm and make. And there wasn't like so much stuff out there, and you actually had a chance to be heard. That was back in my day. But now, you know, there's all these social media platforms. They all have their own algorithms, and everything seems to be geared more towards also quantity. And especially video content, short form video content. So I was apprehensive. I was like, but I don't want. I'm a musician. I'm an artist. Why do I have to do this?
Exactly. But you do.
What was the name of that movie, Dr. Strangelove, or how I learned to love the bomb? I learned to how I learned to stop worrying and love the bomb. I think that was the title.
Wow. But how do you know all this stuff? You're too young to know this stuff.
I seem young, Jeff. I can't grow a beard. That's the issue.
You look really young. Oh my gosh.
I'm just a huge nerd for a lot of things. But what I wanted to say is that, okay, I looked into, okay, let me look at content. Let me look at what people are doing. Let me think of a way that we can express ourselves creatively
Mhm.
through the medium of social media. And I know it's gonna be like it's gonna take longer because we're not necessarily always following trends
Yeah.
or
Yep.
playing the exact game,
Yep.
let's say.
Yep.
Um,
Yeah.
but like we still want it to be a vehicle for creative expression. And we still want it to feel like if you follow us on social media, you're not just gonna get posts about I don't know, check out our newest song.
Yep.
It's also stuff like we talk about, oh, here's how we came up with the name, here's how we came up with this lyric,
Yep. Yep.
here's this cool visual I did that I'm
Yep.
super proud of because like I'm terrible at Adobe Premiere and like I found this neat thing, or here's I don't know, an alternate version of a song or
You're the
whatever.
behind the scenes. Like I noticed
Yep.
that as I'm perusing your channel, I'm like, very smart. The behind the scenes stuff, all these little things that you have up there, the the little candy that you put up there. And
Yeah.
that's very, very smart. Very,
Yeah, or
very
the
good.
playlists that we do, like
Yeah.
for each song we try to do a playlist with kind of music that kind of inspired us.
Yeah.
Um and it's like it's again, I'm not thinking about. I know, like the only sort of pragmatic side to it
Hmm.
is that
Hmm.
I know that we need to be present on social media,
Hmm.
and I know that there are certain things that I can do when I need to in certain moments to sort of play in more into the algorithm. But for the most part, I'm thinking like, what would be a cool thing that I would like to see on social media? What would be something
Yeah.
that I would like to look at? And like those behind the scenes featurettes,
Mhm.
um, initially like Rach and I, we've watched a lot of documentaries. We love to watch behind the scenes documentaries for
Yeah.
movies,
Yeah.
even for albums. Do you remember that series of, I think it was called Classic Albums?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Did you
Those are
watch that?
great. Those are great.
Amazing,
Oh
right?
yeah. Those are I love that stuff. I love that kind of
Yes,
stuff. Yeah.
exactly. So like I also watch like a lot of video game documentaries as well because
Mm.
again, it's the trifecta of geekery, of nerdism,
Yeah,
right? It's like
exactly.
music, movies, and
Oh
video
yeah.
games. I'm there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Actually, I think it's the four. I think it's a square at this point because I also have comic books like
Oh,
there.
that's in there.
Yeah. Um, I'm actually reading The Sandman right now.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, but what I was
Yeah.
saying was that like that is the type of stuff that we like to watch. Okay, but we noticed that okay, that doesn't like necessarily get a lot of traction. Not a lot of people see it when we upload like I don't know a 10-15 minute behind the scenes documentary on YouTube. Um, and the view count isn't very high for those, but we realized okay, but I realized okay, but we can turn this into social media content. Okay, we it's going to be shorter, it's going to be focused maybe on one or two topics, but like it's still a way to share that. I also sometimes write long captions that sort of explain okay, here's what we were thinking, here's this and that. um so like it's all of these little ways where we want to express ourselves and we want to express our art because again it's the type of stuff that we are into.
Yeah. Okay, so I've got these questions for you that I do for every person that I interview. So
Nice.
it's some fun stuff here. So if you could have dinner with somebody, living or dead, spend some time, just the two of you, who would that person be for you?
Trent Reznor.
Oh, yeah, boom, he had it right away.
Like all I want to ask him, like, well, I want to ask him a lot of things, but like, what I would like, it, okay, it's Trent Reznor. Um, that's my A option. And I would like to ask him just um, just tell me, just tell me like 5 minutes of the like from the Broken sessions, because there's this little EP that he did in between Pretty Hate Machine, which was like the first Nine Inch Nails album, and the Downward Spiral. And people gravitate usually towards the Downward Spiral or even the Fragile, and they're like, "Oh, it's and it is a masterpiece." But my boy Trent was so pissed off in '92. He made Broken, which is such a wonderfully messed up EP, like record,
Wow.
with like these chainsaw guitars and synths, and it's so
Wow.
nasty and angry. Oh,
Wow.
I just would like to, like, if he could tell me, like, as if I were a fly on the wall for 5 minutes in those
Yeah.
sessions. Like, I'm very curious because it was before sort of Trent became the genius Trent, right, from the Downward Spiral.
Right.
But at the same time, he had the experience of making like the first album all by himself, Pretty Hate Machine. So like,
Yeah.
sorry, I went on a big tangent there.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'll stop now.
No, go. Yeah.
As I said, like I'm super passionate about this stuff, and
Oh,
it's
man.
like it's my world. Like music is my world. It's like it's somebody asked me to this day, and like I had a friend, and he asked me, he was a drummer, right? And he was like, why do you make music? Like, we had one of those famous like 4 a.m. we've been drinking too much conversations.
It's a good question.
Why do you do what you do? Because like he
Yeah.
saw, even like when I was like really young, I was like really into it, obsessively so, unhealthily so, and I answered, because this is what I got to do. It's just that's just the way it is.
Why do you breathe? Why do you,
exactly.
Yeah.
It's like it's normal.
I can't not.
I can't not. That is a fantastic way of putting it. Yeah, but Trent Reznor would be my A. My B would be Mick Gordon, the composer of the Doom soundtracks, like Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal, and Prey.
Oh, wow.
Yes. And what I would ask him would be, again, like I have a ton of questions, but like I would just like, again, kind of tell me 5 minutes, like tell me 5 minutes of what's going through your head when you get the brief, right? When you get the brief from like a company or what's going through your head? What are you looking for? What are you looking at? And why? Why are you going to the place? Why is your mind going to the places where it's going? Like that kind of type deal.
Maybe they don't know.
Yeah, but hopefully, I mean, there's this. I think that this sort of native talent type thing is a bit of a myth, because there are people who don't know. I've met them, especially musicians, right? But the people that are sort of this archetype of the lone genius, right, or the lone chef, right, where they kind of do all of the things themselves and they're like really into it. They do know. They might not know on the spot, but what I've seen from interviews is that they always have that next step. That they have that step later down the line where they're like, okay, but why did I do what I did? But why are we doing this? But yeah, even though it might not come like as a first step, it might come as a later step, but that always happens. I'm like that. Like I work very instinctually, and I'm very like emotional. So I go with my instinct, I go with my emotions, I follow whatever takes me, wherever it takes me.
Right.
But then I take a step back, I listen, I look at the project, and I think, why is it like that?
Yeah.
Why are you like this?
Yeah, in retrospect, you can analyze it. In the creative process, you kind of open your brain up, and it's almost like your brain is telling you what to do. It's almost like there's two parts of you, you know.
Yes.
There's like a transmitter and receiver type of thing, I think, you know, when you're creating. But then you could go, how did I get there? Oh, okay. Yeah, I could see how I got there. That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And like, why did I get there? And then does it make sense? Because I've had it happen where, for example, you know, let's say I write something and I'm like really in it and I love it, and later down the line, I listen to it and I'm like, okay, why did I do that? Does it make
Yeah.
sense? And then I'm like, nah, actually, for the concept, doesn't really make sense.
Yeah.
Doesn't really feel right for what we were trying to achieve
Mm-hmm.
there in
Yeah.
terms of concept, mood, theming, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Second question for you.
I'll try to answer quicker. I'm sorry.
No. Take a pause on this one.
Mm.
Really think about this one. What are you most grateful for?
I'm most grateful for. I'll tell you what I'm most grateful for. With the previous band that Rach and I were in, um, I saw this comment on YouTube one day, and it was like, it was obviously, from like someone younger, and they were like, I've been having a crappy time at school and at home, but your song just made me feel better for 5 minutes.
Oh,
And I still get goosebumps. Like now I'm getting goosebumps while telling
that's
you about it.
that's
That's what I'm grateful for. That by doing what I'm doing, I can make
yeah.
somebody's day better for 5 minutes at least.
Yeah.
And
Mm.
it's something that is so amazing to me. Um, we've had people cry at our concerts, Jeff.
Mm. Well,
Like
it's
when we're
powerful. It's powerful stuff. I mean,
when we're playing
yeah.
Wavebreaker,
Mm.
um, it isn't not everybody is like that way, but like sometimes there's like one or two people, and they're like it really hits them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
um Even though maybe they don't understand the lyrics, right? Nobody's doing like analysis, but it's something like
Yeah.
on such a visceral emotional level,
Yeah.
and that sort of emotional communication
Mm.
is amazing to me. And I'm thankful that I got to experience that, and I'm thankful that I can have that sort of communication, because like I grew up with no friends really. I grew
Mm.
up alone.
Mm.
My parents, they were working before they got divorced, and
Mm.
like even after they were working, but like um I grew up most of the time alone,
Yeah.
with myself, with nobody really to talk um to sort of understand what I was going through.
Mhm.
um Up until like for most of my life, up until high school, where I started to actually have a few friends. um but like up until that point, I grew up mostly alone, and my refuge was music.
Mhm.
My refuge was like, Trent Reznor screaming about how messed up he is. Um, Roger Waters, again screaming
Mhm.
about how there's this wall that has been built up
Yeah.
between like Pink and the rest of the world, and how everybody around him like put another brick, right?
Mhm.
Because that made me feel less alone.
Mhm.
And if if I can make just like one person feel even 1% better, like I felt better listening to those records, that's what more can you ask for? It's all worth it. It makes everything worth it, and I'm super thankful for. Like in those moments, honestly, I'm grateful for them, because not only for the fact that it makes somebody's a day better, but like it also feels like everything is worth it. Like all the stuff that I went through in my life, all of the effort that we put in, um all of the sleepless nights, and the
Yeah.
debt.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Jeff, the debt. But like it's all worth it, because that person felt something in in those 3 minutes of a song. Yeah.
Do you feel like, you know, the old adage is it's better to give than to receive? Keeping that in mind,
Hmm.
you've had a lifetime, because this is, I relate to what you're saying. I have similar experience too. And I have a lifetime of getting the gift of music and like for you,
Mm-hmm.
Trent Reznor, Pink Floyd. And so I've had these artists that I have had relationships with of absorbing, being a consumer. You're
Mm-hmm.
filled up by that.
Mm-hmm.
But then when somebody tells you that something you have done has affected them in the same way that you've been affected, it's almost like paying a currency out that you're going like, now I get to give. I get to give. I've received so much for so long that it just feels wonderful that somebody else is getting something out of what I am producing, and it's a wonderful thing to give too, you know.
Yeah, definitely. And in a way, I don't know, sometimes I feel a bit guilty because like maybe I should be making more music. I should be um I think that this is kind of subconsciously, now that you talk about it, I think that this might have been a subconsciously a driver for me to
Mm,
take up producing as well and writing for
mm,
other artists as well, because I was like I
yeah.
feel like like I should be giving more because
Mm,
like I received so much,
yeah,
and
right.
sort of if
Right.
we were to like go down that road of sort of
Mhm,
paying it forward, right?
mhm.
Like
Exactly.
uh, realistically, you'll never be able to match, right?
Yeah.
Like you'll
Yeah.
always
Yeah.
be consuming
Yeah.
more music
Yeah.
than you will be able to put out.
Hmm.
Um, but but um, yeah, I've always had that. It's I think it's also why I love to teach. Like
Hmm.
in college, I actually had an optional sort of module for pedagogy, right? For teaching. I taught middle school and a little bit like as practice, right? In middle school and high school English, and I loved it. And like I love to do um, to talk about how to write songs, how to produce songs, how to make music, how to do this stuff. It's I love sharing that knowledge, and again, sort of kind of paying it forward and like giving, because since I received that knowledge and that information both from my own experiences and from listening to a ton of podcasts and watching a ton of videos and courses and all of that, spending so much time obsessing, like I love to talk about it. Like I used to do live streams, and I still with the band it's kind of harder because like a lot of stuff that we're doing I can't really share.
Yeah.
Can't
Yeah.
share immediately, and it's hard. Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
but like I love to sort of give this gift of music, whether it's sort of knowledge or it's, oh, check out this band, or oh, did you hear about this artist, or even through my own songs. One thing we've started doing, like literally I started it like a couple of weeks ago on our public Discord. Every week we do sort of an internal reaction stream, if you will, where like the people in the Discord like give me songs, so I
Oh.
get to listen to new music because like,
Oh. Cool.
yeah, it's both an excuse for me to listen to the music because
Hmm.
I'm so busy. I tend to
Right.
not get the chance to listen to new stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, but also I share some of the stuff I want to listen to but didn't get a chance. And even this week, I helped one of our Discord members, Contratorn. He discovered Ari Abdul, which is she's like a dark pop solo artist, singer songwriter type artist. She's amazing. She's fantastic. Rach and I absolutely adore her. We listen to her obsessively, and like he discovered that through our sort of Thursday voice chat calls. So, and again, it's this activity of let's all share in
Yeah.
music, right?
Yeah.
Which I think is cool. I really like that.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
So what do you want my fans, my viewers, your viewers, what do you want everybody to know at this point? Is there anything? I know it sounds like you've got some stuff that's like brewing right now, but what's going on?
Well, we have been really focused on writing to an excessive degree, if I will, if I may. I mean, the amount of songs we've written, it's
Wow.
ridiculous.
Wow. Wow.
but we are also very picky.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, we're gonna release some new songs this year. One of which actually our fans, our Discord community, kind of helped actually see the light of day because I wasn't a fan of it. I
Mm.
thought it was a throwaway song, and they were like, "If you don't release
Oh.
this song, we'll." Yeah, it's a song called Blood Box,
Mm.
and it's about this obsession with sort of being like the best and like
Ah.
feel and this sort of attitude of, oh yeah, you
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
want to do what I do.
Yeah.
Step into the blood box. Come on, let me see if you got it. Let me see if you got it. It's
Yeah.
because like in this new era we've entered with Got a Feeling.
Mhm.
We are sort of examining and exploring sort of the darkest impulses and parts of our psyche, where it's not necessarily okay, that's messed up, but here's how to fix it. No, we go like, that's messed up, poke it.
Yeah.
See what happens.
Right. Right.
Um, so, whereas in the previous era, we were sort of exploring past traumas and
Mhm.
and things, sort of how we got here.
Yeah.
Now we're looking at, okay, how are we messed up,
Yeah.
and how messed up are
Wow.
we?
Wow.
And then the next era will be, well, a continuation that will lead
Yeah.
into something else, and I
More
cannot say.
videos and
Yeah,
more music, more videos.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like this is kind of the concept. So like there's this song Blood Box that is all about this, and it's like this heavy, aggressive, fast song, industrial song actually, that is like super pissed off. What I wanted to say was that I wasn't like a fan of it, but like the Discord community was like, if in like people who came to our shows were like, if you don't release this, we're gonna riot.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, fine, fine. You know what? Fine.
Wow.
I still need to finish the production on it though. I need to do some more stuff on the sound design part. But
It's
like,
funny. Sometimes we're not the best judge of our own stuff.
yeah,
You know?
yeah, no, that I swear and it has happened to me before in like the song, like even Hurt Me, right?
Yeah.
The first song that we released.
Yeah.
We never thought like I'm gonna talk about myself. I never thought it was gonna actually resonate that hard and like people are gonna like it that much, because I was like, look, the chorus happens twice. It's not that big of a chorus. It's angry, it's screamy, it has like it doesn't technically have a verse. Or sorry, it doesn't have a verse in the traditional sense where you have verse chorus. It has a verse, it has just the one verse in between choruses. And there is this long intro to it, and it's kind of weird. So like I don't know if like people will dig it necessarily. But then people like really resonated to it because like it was this raw emotional song, and like they resonated with that a lot, and with the subject matter, um, which was awesome and was amazing. Like one thing that still brings tears if I look at it is like Tori, for example, who's also an amazing person and an amazing content creator. She does reactions as well,
Mm.
and she did a
Mhm.
reaction where she talked about kind of the things she went through in her life, and she was tearing up, and I was like, oh my
Oh,
god!
yeah.
I was with Rach. We were watching it for the first time, and we were
Oh,
both crying, and we were like, oh my god,
wow.
uh, yeah, which was amazing. And but like I didn't necessarily think that was gonna be a thing, right? I was
Right.
like, we're just gonna put it out. It's gonna like I don't know, two people will watch it and it'll be fine. Um,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. You don't know. Yeah,
yeah,
and it's funny because some things that you feel very strongly about, you think other people will feel
they don't
strongly about
hit.
that they don't
Yeah,
hit. And then you
or
do
they,
something for fun that was
yeah,
like something you did in a day, and you're like, "Oh, this came real easy. Let me put this out." And then you're like, "I really like that one." I'm like, "I
yeah,
spent very little effort on that one, but I
yes,
spent like, 10 days on this one. You don't like that one?" Yeah.
yeah,
You
yeah,
don't know.
exactly, exactly, exactly. I've actually found that to be kind of a thing on social media a little bit. Like the
Mhm.
content that does slightly better is
Yeah.
like stuff that I don't know, I just had an idea for like a simple
Yeah.
vibe.
Right. Right.
And I just edited it, like I cut it together in like 20 minutes, and it,
Yeah.
it gets to more people somehow.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh,
Um
man.
yeah,
Oh,
but
well,
what coming back to your question, just to sort of round it out here, what I would like people to know
Mm-hmm.
is that there are still great um, content creators like yourself on YouTube. There's still a great community out there on YouTube, on Twitch, who are discovering music or checking out music, um, and there are a lot of bands out there and a lot of artists that are doing things that are moving
Mm-hmm.
the needle towards creativity and uniqueness, and like it's not just, I don't know. Why I'm saying this is because I myself, I'm struggling a little bit with doomerism regarding, AI and AI slop and all of that, and I'm worried. I'm a worrier. I worry a lot, and I'm struggling with that. But like, it makes me appreciate, things that are done with passion
Yeah.
even more.
Yeah.
So like,
Well, I'll
what you're
tell you
doing.
what,
Yeah.
to bring this back to the beginning of our conversation, you were talking about your love of using practical effects in videos. I think
Yes.
I think you could apply the same thing. People want the human element. They want
Yes.
practical. They want it to be real and integrated in a real way as opposed to artificial. I mean, we have the technology to do incredible things in videos that are
Yes.
artificial, but that doesn't hit
Right.
like
Yeah.
practical effects and stuff. So I think that it is a scary time because of the advancements in AI are ridiculous. How fast that the
Yes.
technology is being developed, and this is right up my alley because I'm a software engineer, actually. So that's
Okay.
what I do for a living is software engineering. The music stuff, that's my nighttime life. So I've got
I
two
got you.
careers.
Yeah.
And so I know how AI has just really come on and elbowed everything else out and say, I'm here, and use me. And it can be pretty scary, but we don't know what's going to happen with it. But I would like to think optimistically about it that it is still always going to be a tool for the creator, and hopefully that's what we're looking at.
That would be great. That would be great.
Yeah.
I'm a bit more pessimistic about it because, it's I think that there's a lot of proof of, um especially in our society right now. And I don't want to get political, but like,
Hmm.
in the time that we are in, the times that
Yeah.
we are in, we've seen things like tools like these be abused for profit, right?
Yeah.
And cutting costs and all of that.
Or promotion of an idea. I mean, that it's
Yeah.
scary because
Oh yeah, yeah. We had
politically,
even
um,
here we've had like it like TikTok and
mhm.
AI and all of that played a huge role in our elections recently, actually. But
Exactly. Exactly.
again, let's not. This is for that with the podcast we're gonna have it at the docks, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
But like,
yeah. Exactly.
but what I wanted to say was that there's even like this scandal with this sort of 70s throwback AI band that
Hmm.
was uploaded to
Yeah.
Spotify.
Yep.
If you've seen
Yep.
it,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
with where it sounds, I think even Rick Beato made a video on it, like literally today or something like that,
Yep.
um, where it's
Fake band,
like,
fake. Everything's AI.
yes,
Everything
yes,
is AI. And
yes, and it
and
has like 40
it's on
like
Spotify. Yeah.
400,000 monthly listeners, something like
Yeah.
that, and it's disheartening. It can be disheartening.
Yeah.
But like, as you said, like, going off of your idea, my hope is that, okay, let's say there is a ton of these artists. Let's say that there's a
Yeah.
ton of AI slop on YouTube, on social media, on streaming platforms. Okay, but hopefully that will make the sort of what you would experience in those 5 minutes from a piece of art that was actually made by people,
Yeah.
where there's actually that element of emotional communication, like real
Yeah.
emotional
Yeah.
communication happening. Maybe it'll make it like even more special, and people hopefully will appreciate that.
Yeah, I wonder if, the thing that you're talking about you know, with this AI generated everything, uh, there's probably a gimmick part of it, a
Yes.
curiosity also.
Yes.
So I think as these things become ubiquitous, maybe
Mm-hmm.
there's all this stuff's out there that people are like, I know what that is. That's just generated by a computer or whatever. That
Yeah.
maybe there'll be loss of interest in it, hopefully, because I think, you know, when it comes down to it, we're looking for a human connection that with other people, and not with a machine, not with AI, because there's no
Yes.
connection there. So I think our underlining as human beings, that's our underlining desire, is to have connections with other humans. So
Exactly, and maybe it can also be like I'm trying to see the bright side of it, right?
mhm.
It also be like a catalyst for artists to be like, okay, you know what? I need to do better with my art. I need to be more honest with my art. I need to be
Yeah,
more open with my art because, like,
there you
for
go.
example,
Yeah,
so there's this subgenre that isn't really a subgenre, right? That we sort of adhere to a little bit as well, gent music, right? So
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah,
down-tuned guitars, polyrhythms, rhythmic
yeah.
patterns, it's a whole thing.
Right.
I don't know if you know this, but like a few years ago, I think maybe 5 years, 6 years, 10 years, something like that, there was I hope the comments can correct me on some of the stuff that I'm saying here, but like I think 10 years or something ago, there was this craze of sort of internet gent one man projects,
Mm,
one person projects where it
yeah,
was all getting very generic and samey, and everybody was like doing kind of the same rhythmic
yeah,
patterns
yeah, yeah. Right.
and compositions, and it all started to sound samey. And then a YouTube video came out where it was 10 hours, I think, of procedurally generated gent music. And I feel like that was again like a catalyst moment in the scene, like where
Yeah,
everybody was like, "Ha, this is funny." Wait a minute.
yeah.
Is it that predictable? Is it that samey?
Wow.
And I think that
Mm.
um, maybe this can be a catalyst as well. Because, for example, I don't know if you've noticed this. I'm sure you have, though, using your producer's ear. A lot of people are writing TikTok songs, which is like it's songwriting that is not necessarily about the song as a whole, but about how many moments you can cram into a song that can go viral.
Yeah. Wow.
Writing for virality instead of writing for the
Oh,
song.
I know. Yeah.
And now I hope I'm gonna have a hot take here. I hope the scene, like
Yeah.
my fellow core kids, my fellow
Yeah.
metal sceners, after Lorna Shore went viral,
Yeah. Yeah.
everybody was doing the
Yeah.
super slow breakdown with the
Mhm.
animal noises
Yeah.
because it
Yeah.
was supposed to go viral. But if you listen
Yeah.
to the rest of the song, not it
Yeah.
wasn't always the case where there was something like the actually let's say inspiring or inspired
Right.
happening in the rest of the song. Yeah,
Right. Right.
and I've noticed this in metal songwriting, at least where I've let's say where I've explored the most.
Yeah.
Um, but then, and I can tell personally, like I can tell when okay, I get what you were doing there. Okay, cool. It's cool. It's a cool moment. We're having fun. It's fine, but like there's not much. There's no.
Yeah.
It's like there's no real meat on the bones of
Right.
that song. Yeah.
Right. Right.
But then you have but then you discover a song about for example, I discovered a song from Rivers of Nile, um that is long, and that it takes a time to develop ideas and
Mhm.
themes and things like that, and it's like super connected to the main theme of loss, of
Mm,
death,
mm,
and it made me feel something,
mm.
and I appreciated that song more, and that song stayed with me more.
Yeah. Yeah.
So to kind of bring it back, that's
Yep.
kind of the bright side. Let's hope
Yeah.
that's my hope that people would appreciate more stuff that is real and songs that are actually composed for the song and arranged for the song and the concept
Yeah.
rather than just to go viral.
And with that, that's a great place to end on. A positive outlook.
Yes.
Dan, dude, thank you so much. You are
Thank you, Jeff.
fascinating, intelligent young man that I enjoy talking to. This has been a lot of fun, man, and I can't wait to get this.
This was one of the best conversations I've had in a long time, Jeff. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh,
thank you so much. I'm so glad I got a new friend, Dan. Thank you so much.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's do it, brother. All right. Well, I'm looking forward to the next stuff. Always keep me in the loop, and I look forward to more incredible art coming from you guys. And right on, brother. All right, signing off. All right. Bye-bye.
Steady, got me ready for it. Give me another round. I can hit the ground.